Welcome. I'm Caddy, and I'm going to be taking you through a 30 minutes core workout for moms. We're going to be using a stability ball, and it's going to be the perfect types of exercises to help you restore your core, regain that strength in your abdomen after pregnancy. So, you will need a stability ball, some water, and access to a wall. It may be intimidating the way I get into some pauses, but you will be fine. Also, if you've just had a full meal, it might be best to wait a little bit because we'll be getting on our tummy on the stability ball. Other than that, get ready for a warm up and an amazing workout. Let's start walking on the spot in this warm up. We will get to the stability ball, but not just yet. We're going to start with a bit of cardio. So reach and pull as you walk, one step at a time, gradually getting this body warmed up. We're going to be here for the next 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes. We'll have then 2 rounds of 7 exercises, mainly focusing on your stability. We'll be working for 1 minute each exercise, but I'll be demonstrating for 15 seconds before. So that'll be your time to adjust the stability ball and get into the right position. Let's get in with our knees to elbows. Bring your knees over as high as you feel comfortable. Just warming up and getting a little bit of cardio going. So today's topic or equipment is a stability ball or birth ball. It will be challenging your stability, and it's all about control. We're going to be moving with control in a slow manner, and it's really what you want to repair those muscles of the core that have been through so much in pregnancy. And let's slow it down. We're going to sit as if you're sitting on a chair, and then squeeze your glutes as you stand back up. Your back is straight, your knees are apart, they're not meeting, and you're just slowly rising. You go as low as you feel comfortable. We'll be giving you many opportunities to go lower in this warm-up. So now we're going to step forward and kneel and step it back up. Let's step back, and we're going to step forward and kneel again. Step it back up. The other leg. Step forward, kneel, the knee goes straight down, and you come back down. One leg at a time. Just a large step forward. Woo! And that's it. Let's walk a little bit more dynamic this time. If you can take it to a jog, go ahead. We're not going to get the opportunity for any cardio, so this is our chance to really get our body nice and warm. Make it dynamic. And as usual with me, I take the warm-up very seriously. Knees to elbows. Add a little hop if you can. The warm-up is your chance to get into the zone, that beast zone that gives you the results. 2 more times. And 1. Let's go with our squats. Your feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. Your knees, your feet are facing out slightly. Your back is nice and straight. And every time you rise, you squeeze those glutes. Keep going. And 2 more. Your back is nice and straight, squeezing those glutes. Make sure you have some water available when you're exercising. So we're going to go for a reverse lunge. One arm on the floor. We're going to open up to one side. Stretching our chest. And we'll reverse on the other side, opening up our chest. We're starting in a minute and a half. So get in the zone. Give yourself a goal for this workout. Take it up to a jog. 1, 2, 1, 2. Reach and pull, reach and pull. What is your goal for today? What is your goal for this session? What do you want to achieve? Better stability, better focus, better form. Knees to elbows. Make sure you have some water with you. Make sure the room that you're working out in is nicely ventilated. Open the windows if you need to. And slow it down. Gonna squat. Reach. And stand up. Let's get a bit lower with those squats. And let's get down. Open up for 2. Stand back up. Lunge back. And open up for 2. And that's it. Get some water. Grab your stability ball. And we'll be ready with a side plank. So the best way with the side plank is to be on your knees. Extend one leg. And slowly turn to the side as you reach up. We're just gonna stay here. If this is too easy and you want something a little bit more challenging, you can be here and extend those arms or have both of your feet extended. So stay up. Make sure your hips come forward. Don't allow them to sink back. So those hips are coming forward. And yes, it is challenging. If you need a rest, come facing forward and then go back to your side lunge, to your side plank. Whatever works for you today. You have to really work and engage in your core, finding that inner stability in your core to guide you through. It is deceivingly difficult. Okay, we're gonna go and do the same on the opposite side. So I'm getting on my knees, extending that leg, and then I turn to the side. Hold it there. See how it feels. Make sure your booty is not going back. Keep it nice and straight. Really press on the arm on the floor to keep you nice and straight. And use your breath to keep you going. You want her to add a little bit of pelvic floor to really add to that stability. So go ahead and squeeze and lift up the muscles around your back passage as if you're trying to stop yourself passing wind. And bring that feeling to the front. And squeeze and lift up as if you're trying to stop yourself passing urine. And hold for that added stability. Again, if this is too easy, you have the option to be extending more. Hold it there. Just stay nice and focused. Now we're going to be on our back as we work with keeping your lower back on the floor. You're going to lift your head for one option and bring the ball back and forth. Roll it. So the ball is rolling from my heels to my toes. Really keeping that engagement in my abdominals. If you prefer, you can keep your hands up. If this is too challenging for you, you can go one leg at a time. So I'm giving you options. All these exercises are really challenging your abdominals. Your transverse abdominis, which is your body's natural corset, is zipping everything in. This is really what you want to work at. So keep going. Keeping your lower back firmly on the floor and take a little rest. We're just going to bringing our hands to our shoulders. We're just going to slightly roll from one side, but using our abdominals to bring the ball back to center. So we're just a gentle turn, keeping your shoulders on the floor and rolling from side to side in a very slow and controlled manner. So really working on your stability. Staying focused. Just turning ever so slightly from one side to the other. So the challenge is just to hold it in that rotational. As you pause. So you don't want to be rocking from side to side. You want to stay nice and firm on your upper body and slowly and gradually move from one to the other. Okay, so the next exercise is a bridge. So lifting your hips off the floor. You can either stay there, squeeze your glutes, engage your core, focus on your goal for this session. Think about your form. As soon as your form is compromised, I'd rather you take a little break and reassess, recover, and start again. So the ball will want to slide from side to side, but you have to use your body to resist that urge to slide with the ball. And this is why your stability is being challenged. And the muscles that are keeping you nice and straight are your postural muscles. They're not visible. They're really deep inside your core, but they work at all time at a very level of activation. And I relax when I cannot hold the pause anymore and lift back up. Okay, so now we're gonna be on our tummy on the ball. So again, if you've had a big meal, it may not be a good idea, but slowly walk your hands, and we're gonna extend one leg and opposite arm at a time. Feel how the leg feels first, then add the arm if you have it in you. So as you switch from one leg to the other, you'll find that your balance is being challenged. So this is where you recruit your muscles of your abdominals. Squeeze your glutes as you lift those legs. And stay focused throughout. Keep going. And now we're going to be going on our back. So one arm here, the other arm against the wall. Then we're gonna slide until we're safe. And we're gonna rotate our upper body. Really engaging our glutes, making sure we're nice and square at our hips.
Here we go.
It's important to feel safe when performing the exercises. So my head is just following my hands. And I'm just twisting from one side to the other. Take your time, hold it, and come back to center. Stay focused throughout. Use your breath. You should really feel your abdominals working. And slowly come back. So hold on to a wall, hold on to the floor, slide your knees, extend your leg, and we're here for a little break for 1 minute. As we take a break, I'm going to encourage you to really make sure you can activate your pelvic floor. So grab some water. And let's slowly think about squeezing and lifting up the muscles around your back passage as if you're trying to stop yourself passing wind, and bring that feeling to the front as if you're trying to stop yourself passing urine. And relaxing all the other muscles, you're just going to hold it there and release in a slow and controlled manner. That's part of releasing in a slowly is very important. So whenever you're doing the exercises on the side plank, everything to keep your stability, breathing normally, engaging your abdominals, lifting and pulling your pelvic floor will also help. So we're going for round 2 in 3 seconds. Are you ready? Because I am. You know the exercises, so no excuses. Let's be on our knees, rolling one leg back. Choose the form that works for you. So you can do a side plank here. So now my challenge to you is, can you bring one hand together and open up, keeping your stability. So we're just going to be in constant movement, keeping your hips aligned with your shoulders and trying to keep a hold of this stability ball, which is challenging you throughout. And if you need to rest, stay here, facing forward. When you're ready for more, come from side to side. This is round 2, so I'm just challenging you a little bit more if you have it in you. Let's go. 5 more seconds. And then we change sides. So we're going to be on all 4. Slide my leg back. And I'm going to be opening and closing, keeping nice and straight. Every time you add movement, it challenges your stability. So as you know, I like to do the parallels between the exercise and real life. And my question to you is, what is your source of instability? Today we have a round ball, which due to its spherical shape, is challenging us to stay nice and straight. So are you aware of your source of instability? What makes you shake in life? What makes you lose your balance? What makes you lose control? Being aware of it means you're one step ahead of the game. And keep going. Keeping those hips nice and square. Pressing on both hands. And we relax. We're gonna go on our back. Again, you have the option to go one leg at a time or both legs together. So the aim is to keep your spine as stable as possible as you push forward and back. So in fitness, your stability depends on a system that incorporates your brain, your muscles, but also a passive system made of your ligaments, your joints. And so in parallel with real life, my question to you is, What is your system to keep you stable? Do you have your core values you can anchor to? Do you have your goals? And most importantly, do you have your brain power, your mind, that you can really anchor to when you lose that stability? Okay, we're gonna go for our hands on top. We're just gonna turn to one side, resisting that urge for your whole body to turn, only using your abdominal muscles. See if you can stay a little bit longer in each pose, in that pose that challenges you, making sure your shoulders stay firmly on the floor. And knowing that you have that ability within you, you were built perfectly. You have this system that allows you to keep stable. Challenge yourself a little bit more. Keep your knees around 90 degrees as you rotate from side to side. Might be challenging if you're too close to the wall, like I am, so make sure you have enough room. Again, this exercise will not make you sweat as much as jumping jacks, but you'll be working. So let's lift up here in a bridge. And if you can, we're gonna lift one leg at a time. So you need your legs to be pressing on the ball. At the same time, your glutes are keeping your hips extended and up. So stay focused. We're just lifting one leg if you have it in you. If not, do not worry. It's all a learning curve, it's all a journey, and we're just tracking how far we've come. So that when you come and you're able to do this exercise, you can celebrate. If you're struggling, do not worry. This is all a journey once more. And the fact that you're actually attempting this is wonderful. So keeping your hips up. We're just gonna go one leg at a time. Stay focused and relax. We're gonna go on our tummy so you can see how the ball feels for you. So you walk your hands forward. We're just gonna extend opposite legs and opposite arms. So everything is done with control. If it doesn't feel comfortable to extend both the legs and the arms, just extend one leg, then follow with the other. Squeezing your glutes without arching your lower back. But if you have it in you, if you can hold it for a few seconds at a time and really challenge that stability. You feel your abdominal muscles working. You feel your glutes working. And one more. And we're gonna get into the challenging one to get on. So making sure you have a wall. I'm gonna use my hands for support on the floor, use my hands for support on the wall, and slowly adjust my body and roll. Rotating my body from side to side. Really keeping that muscle-mind connection. Really focusing on my abdominal muscles working. I'm just rotating from side to side. Hold it on one side, come to center, hold it on the other side, come to center. As you hold it, engage your core. Think about your pelvic floor for that added stability. And keep going. 15 seconds to go. Do not lose your motivation. Do not lose your concentration. Do not lose your form. Breathe throughout. And this is the end of the workout. Again, very carefully hold onto the wall, hold onto the floor, bend your leg, and come out of this position. So we're gonna get into the stretching section. So you can place your ball to one side, and we're gonna stay on our knees. You can grab a towel, you can grab some water. As we're on our knees, you can use a towel to cushion your knees. So we're just gonna be bending forward. We're gonna stretch our hip flexors. So tuck in your tailbone, keep your hips nice and square. Roll your shoulders back. And you should feel a nice stretch in the top of your upper thigh, the front of your thigh. Bring your hands up and lean to one side. Come to center. Bring your hands down. And let's do the other leg. So all this stability work that we've just done is also amazing for lower back, really helping you to regain that strength. So we're going to tuck in our tailbone, relaxing our shoulders, feeling for the stretch in the hip flexors, leaning in slightly if you can, one hand inside the other, lift up, find some length in your spine, and lean to one side. Feel for the stretch all along the side of your body, your obliques, your arms. And slowly, let's release. So we're gonna bring, you don't need your towel for this. We're gonna sit, one leg extended, and the sole of my left foot inside my inner thigh on my right side. And slowly lean forward for a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Really allow your body to stretch. Feel for the stretch all over. Take a deep breath. And let's slowly release. Let's slide our legs. And let's do the same on the opposite side. Stay nice and tall and lean forward slightly. You can find that you have a side which is more flexible than the other. That's completely fine. Do not force your flexibility. Do not force to be perfectly symmetrical in your flexibility. It's okay, you just need to work towards achieving the same level of flexibility on either side. Let's slowly release. So we're then gonna bring both feet together, aiming for our heels to get as close as possible to our bum and your knees to be close to the floor. Mine are not anywhere near the floor, but that's okay. I'll be working towards it. So stay nice and straight. Keep your shoulders down and really feel for the stretch in your inner thighs. Take a deep breath and let's release. So get into a nice comfortable position. We're just gonna go again and just work on those pelvic floor contractions, fast ones. So let's squeeze at the back. So we're squeezing and lifting up the muscles around your broad passage as if we're trying to stop ourselves passing wind. Bring that feeling to the front as if you're trying to stop ourselves passing urine, holding it for one and releasing in a slow and controlled manner. Let's go again. Squeeze at the back, bring that feeling to the front, hold and release. One more time. Squeeze hold, and release. So bring your arms over, bring your arms down. I want you to give yourselves a big round of applause because this is the end of a session, a fantastic session, and thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you've liked it, remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe with your friends and family. But until next time, see you soon.